Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, here we go. Welcome to your Thursday KVJ After the Show podcast. Yeah, I didn't know what we were going to have here today, and I think a lot of people were still being like, okay, what's going on here? Because got another email. Tyler had said, yeah, I work at a dealership in the Pizzle, and my boss says he expects us now to go back to work at 10 a.m. Really? So, yeah, and there were so many people, and I had somebody, they meant to send a text to somebody else, but they had a big old bottle of rum out last night. We're delving into that. So there's so many people that were told yesterday that they didn't have work today, and people were like, all right, hurricane party, yo. Because, you know, I mean, when it's nothing that's really that serious, you're like, okay. It was, I mean, my family, we had a great time yesterday. It was a lot of fun. I mean, even on the weekend, we don't have it like that because, you know, we had everybody over at the house and playing cards, watching movies, and had wine and snacks and chicken wings, everything you'd want. It was a great day.
That sounds wonderful. Had the same thing going on. For some reason, I'm like, it's fucking Friday night. No, it's not. You have to go into work tomorrow. Yeah, I was up pretty late.
Yeah.
Pierogies and whiskey and dancing and songs.
Yeah.
Guitar.
I did shut it down, thankfully, at a respectable hour. But I mean, I made it count. So I went after. I had some fun, but yeah.
Hey, that's what life's about, though.
Yeah.
Look, we came in. We did a fucking dynamite show today.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I didn't know what though we were gonna get. I didn't know if anybody's gonna be here because all the schools are out. Then when yesterday, so many people that. I was talking to like, I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I'm like, nobody's going to be working. There's going to be no school. It's going to be like, Christmas morning, which, we're never on a Christmas morning. I'm like, what kind of day are we going to walk into? Is there going to be no audience? So, yeah, I was thinking for a little while yesterday afternoon, I'm like, I just don't even know if there's going to be anybody to do a show for tomorrow.
We had quite a few.
Yeah.
We had enough to definitely do a show
yeah,
for
it
sure.
seemed normal. It didn't seem like it was anything crazy considering, but probably what was going on is what people were saying. People were waking up today with wicked hangovers and a text from their boss saying, you know what, actually, no, we're actually going to work after all. My wife, same thing, all day yesterday. She was so pumped. She's like, I don't have to go. And then they hit her up this morning.
Damn.
She's at school right now. My daughter, same thing. Didn't think she was going to have to work till later this afternoon. So she's like, I got time. Let's go have some fun.
I think around 5 o'clock. Okay, so we're driving, right? We're going to work today, just to make sure. My phone, when you guys were discussing what we're all on the thread together, and I'd seen Kevin go, what possibly the plan was. My phone died for hours.
Sure, it did.
It did. I swear to you, I was out in the middle of the fucking storm looking for cords and phone bullshit.
What a disaster.
And ended up bringing. I got so many more snacks while I was out. Fuck it, if I'm out, I might as well get a ton of food. CVS is where I ended up going. It was busy, but not as bad as one might think.
We were driving, same thing. I was driving down the road. Everything was closed except hog snappers. And I was like, Mags, we ordered way more food than I would have ever ordered.
Because it felt like an event.
Yeah.
Right.
It just all of a sudden felt like, oh my gosh, let's do this right.
Right. Everybody was going for it, and now today, just everyone's like, ugh.
You're right. I was there.
They're bloated and hungover. And
it's Thursday, dog. You gotta get in the batter's box and play some ball.
Yeah. Angie asking, is there going to be a show tomorrow? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything's all good. Tomorrow's Veterans Day, but we'll be on tomorrow.
We probably won't be taking any vacation until Thanksgiving week, right?
Yeah. I mean, we've got the vacation. This is getting into the holidays. That's when we do, pretty much our vacation. So yeah, we feel like I feel like a donkey's ass right now.
You guys don't have
until we get to the holidays.
You guys don't have to start yelling at us until Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You guys are taking Thanksgiving off, pussies.
Yeah.
You donkey's ass.
Donkey's ass.
You said that Mags and some of her friends were wanted to take the jet ski out last night and actually got some citations for surfing in the hurricane, you said.
Yeah, a bunch of Magnolia's friends got written up. The cops went to the beach yesterday, and 5 of them, of her little surfy friends, all got citations, and they have to come show up in court for surfing.
I didn't know they did that.
I didn't know that either.
That's
a surfing citation.
I see. I think that makes the kids look cool and sound cool. Bro, I got a ticket for surfing. It sounds like you're doing illegal surfing, which sounds extreme. I don't think it's... I mean, yeah, I got to pay the ticket, but they're probably rich fucks anyway, right? And I mean that lovingly.
I don't know.
I mean that lovingly.
I think they're normal fucks, but yeah, they're fucks. They're teenage boys. You can bet they're fucks.
Yeah, okay.
It's just fascinating to me because if you can surf and not get caught, I guess it's fine. But you can't surf and get caught during a hurricane, I guess. I didn't know that.
Well, they were probably waiting for them to come back. You know what, though? They ain't coming back.
Oh, that's a movie line.
Where's it from,
Point
Kev?
Break?
That's from Point
Boo!
Break,
I
yeah.
love okay. Thank you for playing my game. That's all.
You just got to play his game, and then he'll stop.
Yeah, it's kind of like when Virginia, if you just ignore her for a little bit and let her, she will run out of batteries eventually.
Never.
You do. You get tired. You get tuckered out. I've seen it
Whatever.
happen. I've seen the witch lose some energy and some
I'm
steam.
not like you, pierogi hangover. I puke and keep partying.
No, you don't actually. You puke and fucking leave.
I puked and I kept partying.
Somewhere
then
else.
Mags called.
Yeah, she partied. Oh, yeah.
Magnolia called, and that's why I was leaving. I wasn't trying to leave.
It was quite a call.
Don't you paint me with that brush of a pussy? I was trying to get my buzz back
All right,
on.
You're right. You're awesome.
Yeah, I'm wondering, where does, if you're a boss, where does your understanding run out? Yeah, I was just seeing, I always love checking next door, and there's somebody named Ashley that she's like, I need some help. My job decided to stay open, but is it even safe for me to drive to Boynton Beach and back after work today?
You're fine.
I'm thinking
Stop.
of calling off.
Stop
So,
being dramatic.
if you're a boss and you get that and you're like, Ashley, it's pretty
It's fine.
It's pretty clear. She's like, I just don't know. There might be a down power line. Or...
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're a boss, you're thinking, oh, shit, Snowflake Ashley's going to go on social media and blast me.
Or if you woke up and watched the news, which I did, and the news was trying to scare everybody, saying, there's probably down power lines everywhere. Don't go out before the sun comes up. Down power lines everywhere. There wasn't. I drove looking specifically for down power lines. I did not see one, and I had to go through a lot of land to get from Tequesta to West Palm.
I'm old school with how I get my weather. I look out the window or up at the sky. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make my own judgment here.
Yeah, if you don't see any down power lines, there's no down power lines.
Well, see,
But look for them as you drive. Like, don't drive with your head up your ass.
Well, here's what, the response was she got. Somebody named Chandria said, I would call off. There are some down power lines in Boynton, according to the news.
Oh, if you want someone to agree with your over the top whatever, go to social media. You will find crazy fucks who agree with you always.
Yeah. And she said, my boss is from New York and he's not taking this seriously at all. Yeah, get your ass into work.
Yeah, forget about it.
Yeah.
Keep in mind,
not
too,
taking this
people
seriously.
always have their own narrative when they're writing something on social media. It's from their perspective.
But look outside. It didn't hit us that bad. You can go to work.
She didn't want to go to work.
I get it, but just say that for what it is.
Nope.
Write it out and tell the damn truth and say, I thought I was going to have off on Thursday, so I drank too much on Wednesday, and now I'm hungover and I don't want to go to work. Say that, because that's the truth. Don't try to say, I'm afraid to drive because down power line. No, bitch, you're hungover.
You get more interaction, more retweets, more everything if you are panicked and someone's doing you wrong.
You get more sympathy on this show if you tell the truth and say you're hungover, and then we'll be like, all right, you deserve the day.
I love when a pirate admits they're a pirate.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. A couple other emails that we got about the storm. Nikki said, yeah, I have Lake Worth Utilities for electric and water.
Damn.
We did not lose power once throughout the storms this year, but I heard FPL had thousands of outages.
Damn.
Yes, someone was in our chat room saying, you guys need to stop making fun of Lake Worth.
Nikki says, I know that due to that reputation, Lake Worth started making updates.
Oh.
And I know that Lake Worth was getting the blame for the traffic light being out at Lake Worth Road and 441. But I'm pretty sure that is too far west, and that would be FPL that would have that because that's Wellington.
Just no, I'm not talking about West Lake Worth. I'm talking about the shitty area where every time there's a thunderstorm, everyone emails us and texts us saying Lake Worth is fucked when it comes to that stuff. I'm talking by the water area, the east.
But maybe they made upgrades that we don't know about. And if they did, good for you, Lake Worth.
Amber R said, gotta stop making fun of Lake Worth Electric. It's gotten so much better. Also, Lake Worth Road and 441. Okay, yeah, all right, Kevin just said that. But yeah,
Yeah, well, we're agreeing with you.
Yeah, but I think there's Lake Worth people in texting us saying it's still shitty over there.
All right, let's put up a poll. Is Lake Worth Power still shitty?
I think it is, depending on where you live at.
Got a thought from the KVJ confessional today from Michael, and he said, yeah, you had a confession from a girl who said that she stalks her boyfriend's Facebook to tell the girls that he's interacting with that he's a stalker. She literally is stalking.
I know, right?
And warning these girls of what she's actually doing herself. Yeah,
she's lost her way, and I hope she heard what we said, because you got to stop thinking about this guy and go live your life. He's your past.
Did she hear it, or did she listen to it? See what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. There's a difference. Did it sink in? Got this from Summer. She said, hey, friends, Virginia got sick at Jaybird's party from her diabetic diet shot. How did she do over the weekend drinking at the Feast of Little Italy?
I was fine.
You were? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't try to mix in any other substances, so I was fine.
So you learned a lesson.
I did. I stayed in my lane. I just had Prosecco.
Okay.
And I was fine.
And that was all good.
Is that a wine? It sounds so fucking. I'm better than you. I drink Prosecco.
Not Fusecco.
Well, I'm not fucking classy.
You fuck face. Fusecco.
Fusecco.
That's what fuck
That's a
faces
knockoff
drink.
brand, yeah.
I ain't no wine drinker unless it's Snoops.
With a P. Prosecco.
Okay. pretentious. Got you.
No, it's Italian champagne.
I'm a shitty Italian.
You are a fucking shitty Italian. You're the worst. You Fusecco.
Yeah, what a fucking Prosecco.
Prosecco is always a little bit cheaper than like French champagne. And I would say just as good.
Okay.
There's some beautiful Proseccos.
Yeah, it seems to be very popular these days.
Yes.
People are going all for
People
it.
like to save money in a recession
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely.
or inflation or whatever
Whatever it is.
Don't send me an email.
You dumb.
You're dumb too, Prosecco.
Whatever. Yeah, we know our categories of things. For me, wine is not one of them.
Got an email here from Camilla. She said, I am super behind on podcasts. I don't know if you covered this yet. But if you didn't, can you please ask Caitlin what happened with these girls that she had posted on her Instagram over Halloween weekend? Looked like some drama. Yeah, it was, she'd gone out. It was Halloween, and she was in Delray. And I think it might have been like Halloween night or something like that. And there was some girl and her boyfriend, and they had some kind of exchange just about costumes or whatever that they were wearing. And this girl kind of went all in and was calling some like Caitlin and her friends fat or something like that. She's like, you guys are literally 500 pounds or something along those lines.
Damn.
And so she came over, and Caitlin's like her mama. She's feisty, and so she ain't gonna go down like that.
But Caitlin has a tiny waist and a very beautiful body. She ain't fat, girl.
Well, and so, hey, I mean, you call a girl fat, and it's
on.
go time. So, yeah, Caitlin, of course, is chirping back, and the girl, I think Caitlin wound up on the ground. I think the girl maybe shoved her to the ground or something like that. And then her friend Cheyenne was just kind of coming down the stairs and didn't really know what was going on. And I guess because this girl was mixing it up with Caitlin, her boyfriend decided to get involved, and he came over and swung and clocked Cheyenne in the face.
Whoa.
Punched her so hard basically kind of like knocked her out and ripped her mouth all open.
Oh my gosh, the guy punched her?
Yeah, and so Caitlin had posted this. Yeah, Cheyenne, poor Cheyenne, she had to get stitches. She had to get 10 stitches in her lip.
That's rough.
From where the guy punched her.
Damn.
And I guess apparently she's going to have a permanent scar there because of it. If you're watching KVJ TV, you can see that. So my daughter, Caitlin, had posted up, that girl and a photo of her boyfriend and said, I just want to let you know that this girl and her boyfriend think it's okay to go around and punch women in the face.
Damn, let's dox this guy.
She had on her TikTok. I know she put that out there because she's like, I mean, why would you ever? And the guy was, I guess, bragging to his buddy. He's like, he's like, I stick up for my girl. He's like, I'm not going down like that. He's like, you mess with my girl, you're messing with me. And like, you don't punch a girl in the face. Like, what's wrong with you, man? He's like, you don't step to my girlfriend. It's
No. That's not how this works.
It's like,
stay out of girls fighting. You can physically remove your girlfriend from the situation. You can't punch her opponent.
right. Yeah. So I guess he then took off and didn't get arrested, but they got his buddy because the cops did show up. And so Cheyenne's talking to some attorneys, and I think I think they know who he is. They're trying to get charges pressed, and she's going to
sue him.
Yeah.
You said this is out in the parking lot area?
No, I don't know. I think it was like on the street. It was somewhere around like Tin Roof or something like that.
I saw it even just with Bigfoot's wedding because I'm not usually out late at bars anymore. So when I'm out there, I just notice a lot of stuff. And man, past 11 p.m., everyone's drinking. You have all these different personalities, and it's not only drinking; it's over drinking. People are insane. Someone's always looking to get squirrely. It does not take much. Down in the Key, I couldn't believe how many random people wanted to fight strangers because they were either hopped up on goofballs or all fucked up. Just turned them into monsters.
Well, if we can't figure out who this guy is and legally get him punished, I want his number and his name because I'm going to dox him.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
He'll get his ass beat by men that don't take very kindly to you hitting women in the face and splitting their whole face open that they need 10 stitches.
Yeah.
Really, bro?
Well,
you had to come that aggressive?
She did. She had to. They took her in the ambulance.
Damn.
Because they just wanted to monitor, because she fell backwards and hit her head, and so anytime that happens, they got to check for head trauma. So, and then they had to stitch her face back up. So, I mean, he laid into her. He didn't.
He hit her like he was hitting a man, and he didn't even know her.
Yeah.
And she didn't even know what was going on. She was just coming down the stairs.
She for once, she wasn't even involved in this. She was like, hey, what's going on? Boom. And clocked in the face.
There's a lot of crazy people out there.
Well, this guy needs to be taken out.
He does. I mean, if the fact that he can't, they're not touching him or they're not taking him down sucks.
If they can't, I know somebody who can.
Yeah, I hope that they do get out there, and I hope this guy, he's doubling down. I hope that somebody points out to him, and from this experience, he learns. I can't believe he wasn't taught this, but you don't punch women that way. I mean, there's no. I don't find. I don't think there's ever a reason for it. I mean, to me, typically for guys, you remove yourself from the situation.
Of course.
I know some people say, oh, they got your back in the corner, blah, blah, blah. But, hey, look, you just got to try to defend your face and get the hell out of there, man. But you never, to me, I can't think of a reason to ever come up and cold clock a woman in the face.
If your girlfriend
like
is in a fight and you want to get in between them and then maybe try to hold women back, okay, all right, I'm cool with that. But as soon as you hit her like a man hits a man, dude, you deserve a little street vengeance.
You want to de-escalate the situation.
No, he was trying to be a fucking badass.
Of course,
Look how badass I am.
Yeah, I defended your honor, girl.
No, you didn't. You actually are embarrassing, and she needs to break up with him because he's gross.
No girl's going to talk to you like that. I'll punch a bitch.
What a fucking loser.
Yeah. He needs to have hopefully he changes his opinion on that.
Well, if he doesn't, I know some people who will change it for him.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted.
Please
when I get, that was
do.
The update I'd asked Caitlin about yesterday, so they're still trying to sort it all out.
And Caitlin just got away without a scratch, or did she get hurt when she got pushed?
No, she's all right. She's okay. Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
thankfully he didn't go around punching all the women. He just punched one.
you should be able to expect to go out to a bar and not have someone punch you. It sucks, man. Just people can't handle you got crazy people. The later it gets, the worse it's going to be out there.
You're right.
It's just the facts.
Right.
Mama was right. Nothing good happens after midnight.
I'm not saying, I'm not trying to be overly dramatic, but you've got crazy people. The guy's a fucking douchebag. Now he's out there in the bar scene.
Well, these are
he's
the
an
things.
animal.
Well, you think about why, as you age in your 20s, that you find yourself going to bars less and less. And
yes,
it really is a culmination of these kind of stories. I'm sure Caitlin right now is probably a little less on the club scene than she was before this episode.
Right.
And hey, she's got maybe 4 or 5 years left where a club is going to be attractive to her, and then she's going to be like, "Yeah, I don't want that chaos."
Well, you string a few of those nights together, and then you're going,
right.
It's
a night. It's a night
man.
like that makes you say it ain't worth it.
And I wish we lived in Kumbaya where you could go out 2A, get turned. No one's going to be acting a fool. Man, 2A, 1A, that's a rough.
It
That's a
is.
rough time period.
That's when the bad stuff happens and all the heavy drinking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, comes to its climax.
Yeah. Jessica in Wisconsin sent an email and said, I want to let you all know that my husband and I watched the Weird Al Yankovic movie over the weekend on Roku. You can download the Roku app for free and watch it for free.
Oh.
I highly recommend it. My husband and I were laughing pretty much the whole time. It's so funny how he makes a parody of music biopics and makes fun of his life. It's clearly not the true story, but it's pretty funny. I hope you enjoy it like we did. So Weird Al has done a parody of the biopics that they put out there of other celebrities.
I didn't know Weird Al. He was on tour about to do his show, and he found out that his parents had died
Oh, no way.
together in some carbon monoxide poisoning of their house.
No way.
They went to bed and
Damn.
never woke up. And
That's
he
crazy.
got the news and then had to go on stage and do a show.
Oh,
And,
that's tough.
and after something like that happens, you get depressed. He said he stopped all the meet and greets and all.
Yeah.
And he's usually a very
Right.
fun loving guy. And the interview that I heard with him, I think it was Stern. It was Stern. He said, "Did you kind of feel weird that you're usually the lovable, happy guy? Now you're out there and everyone's looking at you, going, oh man, this guy's going through." He goes, "You got to kind of put it out of your mind for about 2 hours and then be a human."
Hit the
That's
pause
heavy.
button.
He's one of those old school professional, the show must go on kind of personalities. A Weird Al Yankovic is.
I get it. Really is amazing his longevity and the success he's had and what he's done.
He was born to do what he does.
Yeah.
He's
he
just
really
he's a
is.
showman.
And, all his songs are they're pretty solid. He doesn't have, it's kind of corny. I mean, they're all still pretty good. I got an email here from Benton with a movie suggestion. Heard you guys talking about movies, and if you want to see Vince Vaughn in a new light, watch Brawl in Cell Block 99. It's one of the most brutal movies I've ever seen, and Vince's character is the one dishing out the beatings. It's on Netflix.
It's good.
I watched it years ago, but it still rocks me when I think about it. Be prepared for a crazy ride.
I'm a big Vince Vaughn fan. I don't care that he plays the same character in a lot of the movies. He does play a different character in that. He did. He got panned terribly for his version of
Psycho.
Yeah. I liked it. I did. I didn't think it was as bad as everyone said it was. That was pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, he did try to prove that, because I think after he'd done Old School and Wedding Crashers, it's like, hey, I'm the same guy in every movie.
He did another one called Clay Pigeons. It's a different kind of a role for him as well back in the day.
Okay. Yeah, he definitely broke out of his mold and wanted to prove that he could do it, and did it.
Kind of like Virginia in the horror movies. The first movie, very campy with her acting. By the end, she was a fucking thespian.
Because I was a fucking doll. I was just a voice. You couldn't see me.
I was having fun.
Spoiler alert.
Don't tell people that. Come on.
One thing that is out, Vince Vaughn, of course, he did the breakup with Jennifer Aniston.
I didn't love
years
that
ago.
movie. It kind of depressed me.
I didn't either. It wasn't. In fact, that was the first time you really seen Vince Vaughn in something other than that. And yeah, I was really torn because I didn't love that at all either.
I went in there going in for some laughs with my girlfriend at the time, and left going, "Oh, this is not the right fucking movie to see with your girlfriend."
Yeah, it was kind of rough. Jennifer Aniston is on the new cover of Allure magazine. I think Suits has that photo. I don't know if you've seen the photo that she posted up, but she stays in good shape. Look at that, Jennifer Aniston right there. She's
Yeah, I saw it.
she's got what is that thing she's wearing? It looks like she's wearing headphones. It's Coco Chanel, but it's like a bikini that just really kind of just covers the nipples and leaves the whole rest of the boob out.
Under boob is in, Kev.
Okay, she's got side boob, under boob, top boob.
Will we ever see the nipple come back?
I don't think you're allowed to.
That's bullshit, right?
But she looks solid in that.
Why don't you bring out yours more often?
I don't know. I think people are over that, seeing these tits. It's old hat.
Yeah.
They look like old hats.
They do.
Old berets.
They look like old hats. It is old hat. I got some weird looking tits.
Grandpa's beret.
They're not my best asset. Let's just say
Well,
that.
what you got? What's your best? What's your best physical feature?
Oh, the back of my knee.
It's very nice. Jennifer was going on talking about how she had tried to get pregnant through her 30s and 40s, and a lot of people are like, are you ever going to get pregnant? She's like, I did it all.
She did.
Did the IVF. I was drinking Chinese teas, you name it. She said, I threw everything at it, and I would have given anything if somebody would have just said to me, freeze your eggs, do yourself a favor. You just don't think it, so here I am today. So when it comes to kids, that ship has sailed.
I think she's a funny character actor.
I think she's very good.
She is.
She's
I loved her in Office Space. I loved her in the Horrible Bosses.
She's good in the morning show, and that's I think what she's promoting is the new season of the morning show that's on Apple TV, and it's a solid show.
Loved her in Leprechaun.
Okay,
She
yeah.
was in Leprechaun.
Mystic Pizza, or was that Julia Roberts?
Julia Roberts.
Okay, they seem similar.
Yeah, they kind of had the same sort of thing going on. Julia Roberts wasn't a star yet when she did that Mystic Pizza, and then
right.
Pretty Woman came along, and all of a sudden the main girl from Mystic Pizza isn't on the cover of the movie. It's Julia Roberts who's on the cover.
Oh, right.
She took all the shine from the girl who was supposed to be the cover of Mystic Pizza. You know she was pissed.
Oh, yeah.
I think she had some work done to her eyes.
Well, it's Hollywood.
Yeah.
Everybody has.
She definitely had an eye job.
You talking about Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah, brow lift.
I mean, are you surprised?
No, I'm not, but I just like to call out plastic surgery because I think we should talk about it.
Okay. She looks amazing.
Oh, she looks great.
I didn't pick anything.
She looks better, way better.
Yeah.
Well, you have an agenda, dog.
I do.
I mean,
I'm promoting plastic surgery.
of course she's going to say she looks better. I think she looks great, too. I'm not saying that. But you have an agenda. You fucking freak.
Oh, you're one to talk. You can't call anybody a freak.
I'm just having
You got that freak flag flying.
I'm singing for myself. I'm just making jokes.
Got an email from Kirby, and he would like for Jaybird at least to rank these cheese snacks in order.
Okay.
Okay, he's got Cheetos Crunchy, Cheetos Puffs, Wise's Cheese Doodles, Utz Cheese Balls, Planters Cheese Balls, and for extra credit, Goldfish versus Cheez-Its.
So Goldfish and Cheez-Its are at the very bottom of the list for me.
Okay, which one is better for you? If you had to have one of
Goldfish.
them. Yeah, okay.
Although Cheez-Its I think they do a white cheddar now.
Oh, yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, all right.
On paper, I should love Cheez-Its, and on paper, I should love Goldfish. And they're both kind of, If there's nothing else and they're there, I'll get down on them. I never seek them out, Virginia. I think you kind of agree with me on that.
I do. I like a Cheez-It better than a Goldfish. Goldfish, to me, are just so bland.
They do make other flavors for Goldfish, but again, even when they do the other flavor, I don't know. Maybe I'll go and try to get some today. I'm speaking with a different palate these days. Let me go in there and do the work.
Okay. Lily says that he actually put them in the right order in the first place. Cheetos Crunchy, Cheetos Puffs, Wise's Cheese Doodles would be third, Utz Cheese Balls fourth, and Planters Cheese Balls fifth.
I want to tell that gentleman, is a dude?
Kirby,
your top five is a great top five. I love everything in your top five.
would you order it the same way he has it?
I wouldn't make a lot of difference. I wouldn't make it maybe a interchange here or there, a swap, but it's pretty solid.
Switch out the puffs and the balls, and then you got me.
I think the weakest out of the top 5 is and I love them still, is the cheddar, the balls in the can.
The Utz?
No, the planters.
The planters.
Yeah.
The planters are the weakest because they don't give you enough cheese.
I do love them. Don't get me wrong, but they are more puff than cheese these days.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But they belong in the 5 spot.
That was in Fat Kevin's heavy rotation. Planters cheese balls.
We always had them as kids.
10. I ate the whole 10 every time.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
And then they came with the regular Cheeto style in the can back in the day.
Okay.
Do you remember a cheese waffle type of chip?
Yeah.
It had that real thick, dusty kind of
Cheetos cheesy checkers.
Yeah, but there was an off-brand that wasn't. It wasn't Cheetos. It was back in the 80s when I was a kid, and it was such thick, powdery, like a waffle sandwich, and they were so good. I threw up on them as a kid, and then kept.
Did you throw up on the side of your house?
I can't.
Why did you throw up?
Because I ate so many of them.
You ate so many, you threw up and then went back at it?
Because my mom bought like 9 bags of them. They were on sale. We loved them.
You eat like a dog.
Well, that shows you how good they were. It was feast or famine at our house.
That is quite an endorsement.
I think it is. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have told that story.
Ashley and Bree had sent this in. Our daughter Bayou, 7.5 years old. Yes, like the Louisiana Bayou is obsessed with dinosaurs. It could be because her born middle name is Baryonyx. When she was a baby, she was told it was a family name, a little embarrassed. She was named after a dinosaur, but now she has embraced it and loves the attention. And Jaybird, we looked all over TikTok and Instagram for photos of your backyard Jurassic Park, but have not had any success in finding it.
Well, thank you for doing the dinosaur research. I appreciate that.
There's their dino girl right there.
That's adorable.
They'd like to see your dino village.
I will do a little video that will get 0 interaction, but as long as they see it, that's all that matters.
Yeah. It's a request at this point.
That Dino Land, I'm telling you what, it's going to be the VIP section, Virginia.
So if you're there, you know you're really important.
I will block it off. I will make a dinosaur.
Virginia can't wait to barf on it.
Will you be mad if I puke on your dinosaurs?
At this point, no, I wouldn't be mad. I'm not even mad. Honestly, it was the highlight of the party. Virginia, her Magnolia call, which was over the top dramatic.
Oh, it was so much drama, huh?
So much drama. Just trying to get a buzz on. And then the throw up. It was a lot, Kevin, but in retrospect, it's very funny.
I bring the heat, Kevin.
She brings a storyline, and I gotta respect that.
There's always something going on.
Always.
I do respect. She's not fucking boring.
I am not boring.
That is one thing.
I'm a handful.
She's a handful, as they say. All right, well, we got one more day to the weekend. I feel like I just had one yesterday, but...
You had a Friday night.
Yeah, I did.
Followed by a Monday morning.
I did. I probably raged harder yesterday than I will all weekend long, which is so bizarre. It just really is, but it was a lot of fun. So, all right, we'll have a little party with y'all tomorrow. We'll see you back here for the Friday KVJ show. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.